What is consumer behavior? The buying behavior of final consumers, individuals, and households users who buy goods and services for their personal consumption is called consumer behavior. The way they behave while purchasing the goods and services, overall expression, overall behavior is called consumer behavior. Consumers are the center point around which all the marketing activities revolve. Manufacturer produces the product and ultimately consumers are the one who is going to consume or who is going to use the product. So it is very important to understand the behavior of the customers to know more about their taste, their demand and their need. And according to that, it is important for an organization to produce the product within their organization. So here overall definition says that consumer behavior provides the complete knowledge about how consumers make their decision while selecting, while choosing or while buying the product or the services. There are several features of the product which attracts the customers. For example, the color of the packaging, the design of the packaging, the price of the packaging, and the quality, the taste, maybe the color, everything influence the customer. So it is very important to understand the consumer's behavior because it will help you to sell maximum goods and services into the market.
Brand values. First, let's demystify what a brand strategy is and isn't. Your brand is not your product, logo, website, or name. In fact, your brand is much more than that. It's more intangible. It's the hard-to-pin-down feeling that separates powerhouses and mediocre brands from each other. We can present the concept of branding as a hierarchy. First, the values of your organization are the ultimate aspirational principles you stand for. From a brand marketing perspective, it is the starting point on which you perform this work, the fundamental motivation for your decisions. Even if the world keeps changing around you, your brand core values tend to remain very constant. Seth Godin, the best-selling author, wrote, "A brand's value is merely the sum total of how much extra people will pay, or how often they choose the expectations, memories, stories, and relationships of one brand over the alternatives." The opposite would be a commodity, an item with little or no perceived brand value. And you probably don't want that because it would mean people are not seeking it out. If people relate to your brand values, they might be willing to pay a premium. Next comes the vision. What do you aspire to achieve? Where do you want to go? It represents the hopes and ambitions. When Microsoft revisited its global image in 1994, its tagline was, "Where do you want to go today?" The branding campaign had Microsoft spending $100 million through July 1995, of which $25 million was spent during the holiday shopping season. The values and the vision leads to your mission. At this point, things becomes achievable. This is what you want to do and who you want to do it with, be it employees or partners maybe. Now you have a motivation and a purpose. Then it's time to get strategic and define good objectives that everyone can rally around. Those objectives pave the way for how you are going to make things happen. Good objectives will help you plan, prioritize, and most importantly, communicate what you want to do. The last and lowest level of the pyramid becomes very specific and tangible. It describes specifically what you have to do, and the key performance indicators, KPIs for short, will let you know how you are progressing toward defined objectives. While the winning condition of the previous point was communication, this one is all about typical project management, tasks, actions, who will own them, when they will be done, what kind of resources are required, and what should you expect once the tasks are and actions are completed. Brand vision. Behind every successful business is one important ingredient, an effective brand. And behind every brand is a story built upon a strong vision. To create a brand, you'll need two important elements, a brand mission and a brand vision. While a mission tells your investors, team, and audience where your company is focusing today, a vision tells the most important people around you where you're going tomorrow. It highlights where you hope to find yourself in the future. Mark Lipton, the author of Guiding Growth: How Vision Keeps Companies on Course, doesn't believe in a vision statement. He argues that management inevitably gets too dependent on a piece of paper hung up on conference room walls. It is far more important that all managers talk to people about the vision in their own way, using their own language. You don't want to have a vision statement that is too constrained. It should describe why the organization is doing what it does. It should be a challenging and far-reaching purpose. The vision needs to address three interdependent core topics: a mission statement presenting the organization's purpose, the reasons for being, and a claim to be able to solve something for its customers, a strategy explaining how the mission will be achieved, and values, the beliefs, attitudes, assumptions embraced on a daily basis through all the activities necessary to move the needle through the strategy, closer to the mission, and ultimately the vision. Brand mission. A vision statement describes where the company aspires to be. A mission statement is more tangible and a more action-oriented version of the vision statement. It states clearly the purpose the organization serves for its audience. A good mission statement is inspiring, transformational, and often has a touch of surprise. Of course, you want your mission statement to be closely aligned with your corporate values and culture and serves as an anchor to guide actions now and into the future. Tesla is a good example. We all associate the name with fancy electric cars, and you might not even know where the name originated from. Nikola Tesla is the engineer and scientist known for designing the alternating current electric system. But Tesla's mission isn't just about creating cool self-driving cars. The whole company is about putting the environment first by creating innovative solutions using electricity. So this includes cars, of course, but also solar panels and clean energy storage. Brand objectives. The objectives describes a set of decisions to reach short to mid-term goals. A strategy is put into practice by splitting it up into specific actions and tasks to be carried out. And those should be measurable through key performance indicators, the metrics which can convey progress toward those goals. Since there are as many visions and missions as there are strategies, conversely, there are infinite possibilities of brand objectives. Nevertheless, we can identify some common objectives for brand marketers. Establish an identity for the brand, especially for small businesses and startups, measured with surveys to understand if the brand is viewed by your target audience. Increase brand recognition of its unique attributes such as visual symbols, logo, packaging, colors, or even a unique audio signature like the ta-da of Dolby, for example. Again, this can be measured through brand recognition surveys. We often joke that a campaign without a goal is merely an awareness campaign by default. But seriously speaking, increasing brand awareness is a legitimate objective. It represents the percentage of customers who can recall your brand and being top of mind. Being the first brand that comes to mind for your target audience has its value. Engagement is also an important objective. And just like engagement in a real relationship can mean very different things, what constitutes engagement is your prerogative. So don't forget to clearly define it. Oftentimes, engagement on a website is defined in terms of number of page views or time spent on the website, while on social media, engagement might be the number of comments, likes, and shares. Increasing the number of customers who regularly purchase your brand means increasing loyalty. And when you know that acquiring new customers is a factor more expensive than keeping existing ones, this counts for a lot in your profitability. In this age of social media and influencers, increasing advocacy can ultimately lower your marketing costs. Brand equity. The value of your brand is another way to measure how successful your brand is. Your objective as a brand marketer might be to increase brand equity over time. What's unique about brand equity is the commercial value that derives from consumer perception of the brand, rather than the revenue derived from the product or service itself. That is, the brand equity is from the customer perspective. Speaking of financial value, we can't avoid market share, the percentage of your target market that are customers. And ultimately, all of the above will impact your revenue margins. Brand promise. Your brand promise is a distilled version of your company vision and mission statement meant to inspire your current and potential customers. Instead of describing how you do what you do, your brand promise describes the experience you deliver to your customers. It's what sets you apart and is a way your customers can hold you accountable for. If your brand doesn't deliver what you promised, in time, customers will hold you accountable and eventually they will make you pay the price. In today's social media world, vetting out broken brand promises immediately impacts credibility and your brand's perceived value. And this is true regardless of the type of industry. Brand promises are constantly being demonstrated through your actions and tactics. Great brands also convey great promises and expectations. There are a couple of key attributes of good brand promises. They are indicate specific experience you can expect. For example, Revlon says, "Feel like a woman." Make it obvious why you are different. M&M's, "Melt in your mouth, not in your hands," is a great example. Make your brand promise quantifiable. The insurance company Geico says 15 minutes or less can save you 15% or more on car insurance. Use actionable language. Be more than descriptives or aspirational. What's the end game? For example, Disney says, "Creating happiness through magical experiences." Keep it short and easy to understand. Save money, live better is Walmart. Be bold, be honest. Don't overpromise something you can't live for. Which brings the next one. Speak to what matters most to your core customers and most loyal advocates. The brand experience needs to closely match the brand promise. You certainly don't have to encompass every single element of your brand experience in everything you do, but you'll want to be consistently promoting what makes you stand out. Nike does an excellent job at conveying its brand promise consistently. Be it a full-page advertisement in a magazine or a banner ad on a website. With such a strong brand, they can simply use their iconic black and white logo to state a simple but powerful message. Nike's brand promise is so strong that people don't wear shoes, they wear Nike.
The 7 P's of marketing. The marketing mix, made up of the 7 P's. Yeah, there's 12, which cover anything depending on who you read and the people you follow, such as proof, portfolio, prestige, productivity, performance, packaging, partnership. Open a dictionary, have a look at some P's, and they'll be in there. There'll be some way some sneaky marketer can make a P link to what you need to know about marketing. But today we're going to look at the marketing mix, the extended marketing mix, these 7 P's: product, price, place, promotion, physical evidence, and people. I think I said 7 there. Now this can be split into 2. Traditionally, the traditional marketing mix was 4 P's: product, price, place, promotion. Then we decided let's add a few more, because for services there's certain elements we need to cover, being process, people, and physical evidence that you require to understand to create a decent service, a good service tactically within marketing. But I take it further than that. And I think those extended 3 P's, people, process, physical evidence, are just as important within product marketing as service marketing. So today we're going to look at a whole host of reasons why. We'll look at it academically, and then we'll go through an example, hypothetically, but there might be some kind of relevance that you can see, some kind of link into the marketplace there. Simply put, the marketing mix is about putting the right product in the right place, at the right price, at the right time. But we can go a little deeper than that. It's about creating a product that people want, making sure it can be easily found and purchased, where your target market congregate at a price that is significant to your customers, while adding value in the process. And each element is fundamentally key. They are all connected, and we'll come on to that a little bit later in terms of why they're connected.
जिस कंपनी को आज से 5 साल पहले तक कोई जानता भी नहीं था, आज वही कंपनी डेली के 10,000 से भी ज्यादा प्रोडक्ट्स बेच रही है। 35.8% के मार्केट शेयर के साथ आज बोट इंडिया के ईयरफोन्स मार्केट को डोमिनेट कर रही है। इंटरेस्टिंगली इंडिया में बिकने वाले हर 10 ईयरफोन्स में से ना 6 बोट के होते हैं। लेकिन सवाल यह है कि मार्केट के अंदर JBL, नॉइस और मीवी जैसे कॉम्पिटिटर्स होने के बावजूद अमन गुप्ता ने सिर्फ 5 साल के अंदर बोट को इंडिया का सबसे बड़ा वियरेबल ब्रांड आखिर कैसे बना दिया। एंड सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट, वो कौन से पावरफुल बिजनेस लेसन है जो हम इस केस स्टडी से सीख के अपने बिजनेस के अंदर इंप्लीमेंट कर सकते हैं। 2016 में जब अमन गुप्ता ने बोट की शुरुआत करी थी, तब इंडियन ईयरफोन्स मार्केट का स्पेस ऑलरेडी बहुत ज्यादा सैचुरेट हो चुका था। में JBL और स्कल कैंडी इंडियन कंज्यूमर्स के टेस्ट और प्रेफरेंसेस को स्टडी करते हुए ऑलरेडी मार्केट के अंदर विनिंग प्रोडक्ट्स लॉन्च कर चुके थे। सवाल यह है कि तो फिर आखिर अमन गुप्ता ने ऐसा किया क्या कि आज बोट का मार्केट शेयर सारे के सारे कॉम्पिटिटर्स के कंबाइंड मार्केट शेयर से भी ज्यादा है। आई नो आप में से बहुत सारे लोग ये बोलेंगे कि क्योंकि बोट ने बहुत ज्यादा जबरदस्त मार्केटिंग करी इसलिए आज वो लोग यहाँ पे हैं। अब हार्दिक पांड्या, ऋषभ पंत और कार्तिक आर्यन जैसे लोगों को एडवर्टाइजमेंट्स में लोगे तो प्रोडक्ट्स तो बिकने ही है। बोट की रियल सक्सेस का सीक्रेट उनकी मार्केटिंग के अंदर है ही नहीं, उनकी रियल सक्सेस का सीक्रेट कुछ और है। 2016 में मार्केट के अंदर एंट्री करी थी तो उस वक्त मार्केट के अंदर 200 से भी ज्यादा ईयरफोन ब्रांड्स एग्जिस्ट कर रहे थे। बोट ने ना तो प्रोडक्ट्स की कोई अलग कैटेगरी बनाई और ना ही प्रोडक्ट के अंदर कुछ बहुत ही जबरदस्त इनोवेशन किया। बोट की सक्सेस का एक्चुअल सीक्रेट छुपा है उनकी एग्जीक्यूशन स्ट्रेटजी के अंदर। तो बोट की एग्जीक्यूशन स्ट्रेटजी कुछ इस तरीके से दिखती है। मार्केट फोर्स 1 एंड मार्केट फोर्स 2, जिनसे बनता है कंज्यूमर सोशल बिहेवियर। सोशल बिहेवियर के बाद आते हैं मार्केट इनसाइट और उसके बाद आता है कंज्यूमर बिहेवियर। उसके बाद आता है प्रोडक्ट की प्राइसिंग और मार्केटिंग कम्युनिकेशन एंड फाइनली आता है कस्टमर का परचेज डिसीजन।
CRM 3 टाइप्स के होते हैं: ऑपरेशनल CRM, एनालिटिकल CRM, कोलैबोरेटिव CRM। पहले जानते हैं कि ऑपरेशनल CRM क्या होता है। ऑपरेशनल CRM, ये CRM कस्टमर से रिलेटेड बिजनेस प्रोसेस से बेस्ड होता है। मार्केटिंग, सेल्स एंड सर्विसेज, ये 3 मेन कंपोनेंट्स होते हैं ऑपरेशनल CRM के। बिजनेस ऑपरेशंस को इम्प्रूव करने के लिए एंड कस्टमर रिलेटेड डेटा सेफली स्टोर करने के लिए इसको डिज़ाइन किया जाता है। ऑपरेशनल CRM मार्केटिंग टीम, सेल्स टीम एंड सर्विस टीम को एक साथ कनेक्ट करता है ताकि वो आपस में एक दूसरे के साथ जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन है उसको शेयर कर पाए। सपोज आप कोई ऑटोमोटिव डीलरशिप चलाते हैं जहां आपकी मार्केटिंग टीम उन कस्टमर्स को टारगेट कर रही है जो रेड कार्स लेने को तैयार है, लेना चाहते हैं। आपकी सेल्स टीम ब्लू कार्स को पुश कर रही है। आपकी सर्विस टीम येलो कार से रिलेटेड हेल्प कर रही है। आपके 3 डिपार्टमेंट हार्डवर्क तो कर रहे हैं बट डिफरेंट डायरेक्शंस में कर रहे हैं, जिसकी वजह से रिजल्ट्स उतना नहीं आ रहा है। देखो अलग अलग होगा ना, उसमें सबके मिशन अलग है। कोई रेड को प्रमोट कर रहा है, कोई येलो को कर रहा है, तो एक तरह से वो मिल के काम नहीं कर पा रहे हैं। इसलिए यहाँ पे ऑपरेशनल CRM का यूज होता है। टाइम ज़्यादा वेस्ट होता है इन सब चीज़ों में अगर कोऑर्डिनेशन नहीं होगा। इनको एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे लाता है ऑपरेशनल CRM। लीड जनरेट करना, उनको कॉन्टैक्ट्स में बदलना, जो लीड्स जनरेट करते हैं यानी कि जो हमारे पोटेंशियल कस्टमर्स हैं उनको कॉन्टैक्ट्स में बदलना, कस्टमर में बदल देना, कस्टमर से रिलेटेड इंफॉर्मेशन कलेक्ट करना एंड कस्टमर को सर्विस प्रोवाइड करवाना, ये सब ऑपरेशनल CRM के अंदर आता है। लीड जनरेशन याद है ना? जो लोग डायरेक्टली ये वीडियो देख रहे हैं वो सोच रहे होंगे कि
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
लीड जनरेशन का मतलब होता है कस्टमर्स में अपने प्रोडक्ट या सर्विस के लिए इंटरेस्ट जगाना। और ऐसे ही बहुत से टर्म्स आएंगे जो हम पहले की वीडियोस में डिस्कस कर चुके हैं ऑलरेडी। तो आप CRM की प्लेलिस्ट पे जाके पहले वो सीरियल वाइज वीडियोस देख लो। अब बात करते हैं एनालिटिकल CRM की। एनालिटिकल CRM बिहाइंड द सीन वाला प्रोसेस है। इसमें कस्टमर से रिलेटेड डेटा, इंफॉर्मेशन एंड इंटरेक्शन को सेव किया जाता है, उनको एनालाइज किया जाता है ताकि फ्यूचर में सेल्स एंड मार्केटिंग को इम्प्रूव किया जा सके। अब तक के इंटरेक्शन एंड इंफॉर्मेशन के पैटर्न को देख के एक अनुमान लगाया जाता है कि आगे किस तरह के गुड्स और जो सर्विसेज है वो कस्टमर को पसंद आएंगे, क्या इम्प्रूव किया जा सकता है जो कस्टमर को पसंद आए। ऐसा है ना कि कई लोगों को, हमारे कस्टमर्स हैं, उनको कोई स्पेसिफिक चीज़ें हमारी पसंद नहीं आ रही हैं, उनको कॉन्टैक्ट करने का तरीका है वो पसंद नहीं आ रहा है, उनको सिंपली फास्ट चीज़ें चाहिए, वो मेल करने में इंटरेस्टेड नहीं है। तो किन किन चीज़ों को इम्प्रूव किया जा सकता है उन सब का हमें पता चलता है। एनालिटिकल CRM एक्यूरेट फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग एंड फोरकास्टिंग में भी हेल्प करता है। इसकी हेल्प से कस्टमर को बेटर समझने में हेल्प मिलती है, जो कि कस्टमर की लॉयल्टी एंड सेटिस्फैक्शन को बूस्ट करता है। साथ ही साथ इसकी हेल्प से सेल्स परफॉर्मेंस को बूस्ट मिलता है। एनालिटिकल CRM में सेल्स डेटा यानी कि परचेज एंड परचेज रिटर्न हिस्ट्री जो भी होती है, ब्रांड प्रेफरेंसेस एटसेट्रा को एनालाइज किया जाता है। साथ में फाइनेंशियल डेटा यानी कि पेमेंट एंड क्रेडिट हिस्ट्री और मार्केटिंग डेटा, जिसमें कस्टमर रिस्पॉन्स रेट को मार्केट कैंपेन्स एंड कस्टमर सेटिस्फैक्शन डेटा के अकॉर्डिंग एनालाइज किया जाता है कि कौन सा कैंपेन हमारा सक्सेसफुल रहा, किस किस कस्टमर ने किस हमारी एड पे ज़्यादा रिस्पॉन्स दिखाया। कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ एनालिटिकल CRM। एनालिटिकल CRM के कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट कंपोनेंट हैं, जैसे कि पहला है डेटा वेयर हाउस। गाइज, जैसे नॉर्मल वेयर हाउस में गुड्स को स्टोर किया जाता है ना, ऐसे ही डेटा वेयर हाउस एक डेटा मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम है जहां पर डिफरेंट सोर्सेज के डेटा को कलेक्ट एंड स्टोर किया जाता है। दूसरा कंपोनेंट है डेटा माइनिंग। कलेक्टेड एंड सेव डेटा को एनालाइज करना डेटा माइनिंग कहलाता है। इसकी हेल्प से मार्केट के पैटर्न या ट्रेंड को गैस किया जा सकता है कि कैसे ट्रेंड चल रहे हैं। नेक्स्ट कंपोनेंट है ओलैप। ओलैप को ऑनलाइन एनालिटिकल प्रोसेसिंग कहते हैं। ओलैप सॉफ्टवेयर मल्टी डायमेंशनल एनालिसिस प्रोवाइड करता है। इसकी हेल्प से यूजर के लिए एक टाइम पर मल्टीपल डेटाबेस से डेटा कलेक्ट करके डिफरेंट पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से एनालाइज करना पॉसिबल हो जाता है। अब बात करते हैं कोलैबोरेटिव CRM की। कोलैबोरेटिव CRM ये वो टूल है जहां एक बिजनेस के वेरियस डिपार्टमेंट कस्टमर से रिलेटेड सारी इंफॉर्मेशन एक चैनल या पेज पे शेयर करते हैं। अब आप कहोगे इससे क्या फ़ायदा हुआ। सपोज टेक्निकल टीम को कोई फीडबैक मिला कस्टमर से, तो अगर टेक्निकल टीम वो फीडबैक मार्केटिंग टीम से शेयर करती है तो मार्केटिंग एंड सेल्स टीम को फ़ायदा होगा कस्टमर को ज़्यादा सूटेबल प्रोडक्ट्स एंड सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड करवाने में। वो फीडबैक पे काम ही नहीं हो रहा, उसको कोई कंप्लेंट आ रही है, हम फिर भी वही चीज़ बनाए जा रहे हैं, तो उससे हमारा ओवरऑल जो सेल्स पे फ़र्क आएगा, कंपनी की परफॉर्मेंस पे फ़र्क आएगा। तो फीडबैक जैसे ही आती है वो दूसरे डिपार्टमेंट जो रिलेटेड डिपार्टमेंट है उन तक कम्युनिकेट होना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है। कोलैबोरेटिव CRM टीम वर्क को बेटर करता है, कस्टमर सर्विस एंड कस्टमर इंटरेक्शन को इम्प्रूव करता है। वेब एंड ऑनलाइन कोलैबोरेशन यूज करने से सर्विस कॉस्ट रिड्यूस करता है।
In this video you are going to learn the difference between sales and marketing. Let's start the video. Marketing and sales are both aimed at increasing revenue, but the way they try to do this differs. They are so closely entangled that people rarely realize the difference between them. It's essential to understand the difference between sales and marketing, because you need to integrate both functions in your organization. While preparing an organization's budget, you need to make a proper allocation for each business function. A good understanding of differences helps you prepare a balanced and efficient budget. In this video, you are going to learn some important differences between sales and marketing from various aspects like types, goals, process, strategy, etc. What is sales? Sales refer to the exchange of goods and services in return for the money. It involves convincing potential customers to buy from your company. The convincing can be through various techniques, such as explaining your product's benefits, offering discounts or making your product more attractive than that of your competitors. The primary object of sales is to increase revenue.
So basically these are the 5 marketing eras. तो start करते हैं production concept से. So production concept is the one of the oldest concept in business or in marketing. After the industrial revolution, manufacturers are selling whatever they produce. तो इस उनका main concept जो था कि consumer will favor products that are cheap and available. जो main objective जो था वो था cheap, efficient production, intensive distribution और market expansion. उसके बाद बात करते हैं प्रोडक्ट कॉन्सेप्ट की. अब प्रोडक्ट कॉन्सेप्ट में क्या था, मोर प्रोडक्ट क्वालिटी इज इक्वल टू मोर कस्टमर. जितना अच्छा हमारा प्रोडक्ट की क्वालिटी होगी उतने ज़्यादा कस्टमर. तो यहाँ पर सबसे ज़्यादा जो ध्यान दिया गया था वो क्वालिटी के ऊपर, परफॉर्मेंस के ऊपर और प्रोडक्ट के इनोवेटिव फीचर्स के ऊपर दिया गया था. उसके बाद आता है हमारा सेलिंग कॉन्सेप्ट. तो सेलिंग कॉन्सेप्ट से मतलब है हमारा मोर सेल्स इक्वल टू बेटर बिजनेस. जो मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव था वो था सेल, सेल और सेल. तो हम यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं कि द सेलिंग कॉन्सेप्ट इज प्रैक्टिस्ड मोस्ट अग्रेसिवली विद अनसॉर्ट गुड्स. और इसी चीज़ के वजह से सेलिंग कॉन्सेप्ट को अग्रेसिव मार्केटिंग भी कहा जाता था. गुड्स डेट बायर्स नॉर्मली डू नॉट थिंक टू बाइंग सच एज इंश्योरेंस, फ्यूनरल प्लॉट्स, मतलब फ्यूनरल सर्विस, इंश्योरेंस, ऐसी चीज़ें जो कस्टमर सोचता नहीं था खरीदने के लिए, फिर भी उसको अग्रेसिवली मार्केटिंग की जाती थी. तो मोस्ट ऑफ द फर्म्स प्रैक्टिस द सेलिंग कॉन्सेप्ट व्हेन दे हैव ओवर कैपेसिटी. तो सेलिंग के बाद आया मार्केटिंग कॉन्सेप्ट. अब मार्केटिंग कॉन्सेप्ट मीन्स अंडरस्टैंड कंज्यूमर्स नीड्स एंड डिलीवर सेटिस्फैक्शन बेटर देन कॉम्पिटिटर्स. तो जैसा कि हम देख सकते हैं, marketing concept hold that the key to achieving organizational goals consists of the company being more effective than its competitor in creating, delivering and communicating customer value to its chosen target market. और उसके बाद यहाँ नीचे लाइन में देख सकते हैं आप, the marketing concept rests on 4 pillars: target market, customer needs, integrated marketing एंड प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी. तो जो मेन कॉन्सेप्ट जो था मार्केटिंग का, कॉन्सेप्ट जो था वो था प्रॉफिट थ्रू कस्टमर सेटिस्फैक्शन. तो मार्केटिंग के कॉन्सेप्ट के बाद आया द सोसाइटियल मार्केटिंग कॉन्सेप्ट. तो क्या था इस कॉन्सेप्ट में, आइए देखते हैं. कस्टमर नीड्स प्लस सोसाइटी फर्स्ट मीन्स सोशल ऑब्लिगेशंस, सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज टूवर्ड्स सोसाइटी इक्वल टू बेटर बिजनेस. इसे डीप में पढ़ते हैं एक बार. सो यहाँ पे लिखा है सोसाइटियल मार्केटिंग कॉन्सेप्ट, बोल्ड में लिखा है सोसाइटियल मार्केटिंग कॉन्सेप्ट विच होल्ड्स that the organization task is to determine the needs, wants and interest of target market and to deliver the desired satisfaction more effectively and efficiently than competitor in a way that preserves or enhance the customers and the society's well-being.
Do you know guys, Volkswagen is owning 12 automobile brands. Volkswagen Group is the world's largest automobile manufacturer, holding its crown for the second straight year after reporting record-breaking annual vehicle sales of 10.97 million, edging out Toyota Motor Corporation. There are many factors behind the success of Volkswagen, but one and very important strategy is they have used very strong S.T.P model. Do you know what is S.T.P model, how it works? So you are at the right place. Hello guys, welcome to the Management Talks. In this video, we will talk about S.T.P analysis or S.T.P model. S.T.P model is the very famous term in modern marketing. S.T.P stands for segmentation, targeting and positioning. S.T.P analysis is the continuous process to well place your product in market. First step of S.T.P model is segmentation. According to the Philip Kotler, segmentation means subdividing the market into distinct and the homogeneous subgroups of consumer. In simple words, we can say that it is to divide the market on the basis of consumers' characteristics. There are mainly 4 ways to divide your market in different segments. First, geographic. Second, demographic. Third, psychographic. And fourth is behavioral segmentation. Let's see the geographical segmentation. Divide the consumer on the basis of location of consumer. It may be a country-wise division, state-wise division, or city-wise division. We take here the example of the FMCG company Unilever. Unilever has divided its market country-wise. For that, we need to see the country-wise portfolio of Unilever. Like they have brands Nexus, Nexema, Ben and Jerry, Kures in USA, but they are not in India. India have some different brands like Lifebuoy, Comfort, Pepsodent and many more. So here company adopted the geographical segmentation. Second base is demographic segmentation. In this, market will be divided on the basis of age, gender, income, occupation or any other demographic factor. Here we can take the example of Colgate. Colgate has different products for children, that is Colgate Kids, and for adults they have regular Colgate. For different income groups, we can understand the strategy of Unilever. For low income group, Unilever has wheel detergent which is affordable to the lower income group, and they have Surf Excel for high income group. Same ways for the different genders, fashion industries divide their products in male fashion brand and female fashion brand. Third base is psychological segmentation, in which market will segment on the basis of personality, motives, trails. Here we can take the example of Rin.
मुखिया जी, हमारी फैक्ट्री के लिए ये जगह परफेक्ट है, मगर यहाँ इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग मैनेजर्स कहाँ मिलेंगे?
Excuse me, sir? Please don't judge a book by its cover.
In this ad, Rin is targeting those people who are self-dependent and has confident personality. Fourth is the behavioral segmentation. In this segmentation, company produce the products on the basis of the consumer's behavior. This is very important for websites, mobile application or any online business. Like Flipkart or any online shopping app, will segment its market on the basis of the behavior of the consumer during festival season. So that's why this app gives sale in the festival time. Companies can segment their market on these four bases, but it is not restricted to that. So in short, company can divide its market on any parameter is called segmentation. Now moving to the next step of S.T.P model, targeting. Targeting refers to determining which of the segments uncovered should be targeted and made the focus of the comprehensive marketing program. In simple words, targeting is to select segment from the market. Generally, there are three targeting strategies. First, undifferentiated strategy, in which company selects the whole market instead of selecting any one segment. Companies like Coca-Cola has adopted this strategy. They have same product for whole market. Second strategy is single segment targeting, which is also called as concentrated targeting or niche targeting. There is a company named Way Chocolate who has adopted this strategy. Way Chocolate is making vegan dark chocolate. Last strategy is multi-segment strategy. In that, company will select multiple segments using different products. Majority of companies are using this strategy to target maximum number of audiences. Here we can see the example of P&G. P&G has two different washing powder brands, Tide and Ariel. Initially, Tide powder was for hand washing of clothes and Ariel was for machine wash. So by this they can target multiple segments. Now at last, very important step of S.T.P model is positioning, which means to ensure that the brand occupies the right spot in the mind of the target consumers. Positioning is the means by which goods and services can be differentiated from one another and thereby gives consumers a reason to buy. We all are aware about the thumbs up. Thumbs up's tagline is Taste the Thunder.
Oh, आखिरी thumbs up खत्म, मैं कुछ और लाती हूँ.
कुछ और? वो क्या होता है, my love? जो तूफानी होते हैं, वो कुछ और का मतलब नहीं समझते. कुछ और का तो ऑप्शन ही नहीं है हमारी लाइफ में, चाहे वो थम्स अप हो या कुछ और। मैं हूं तूफानी।
In the ad, we can see that Thumbs Up is positioned themselves as a drink for youngsters or who loves adventure. Here we can take another example of Amazon. Amazon always position themselves with a relation with consumers and shopping experience. Hope you all understand that how important is S.T.P model in any business. Coming back to the Volkswagen. Volkswagen has adopted multi-segment targeting strategy. By this, they are targeting maximum segment. They have brands Volkswagen and Seat for economic class cars. For commercial trucks and bus, they have Volkswagen commercial vehicles, MAN and Scania. For mid-segment premium car, Audi and Skoda. The luxury cars, they have Lamborghini, Bentley, Bugatti and Porsche. And Ducati is targeting sports bike segment. This is how Volkswagen became successful and is at second rank in terms of sales worldwide.